your daughter's 21st birthday.
Correct.
She said that she wouldn't have my pictures in time.
Your 21st birthday didn't exactly creep up on you.
I can't assume that she's busy.
Do you think you want to talk to each other? Go outside and don't waste my... Hired Miss Fraser to photograph your 21st birthday.
No, it's a new website.
Can I see the
updated.
Can I see the website that you saw? Okay, and I'll take them both now. No, the one that you gave me is only partial. I'm not seeing that it's any different from that, and some of it's left out.
That's what was available to us
Well,
on the
that's
website.
too bad. Did you change your website?
No, ma'am.
No. Return this to them. Okay, so you knew what the drill was. You wanted her to take pictures for your daughter's 21st birthday. She was getting makeup done. I think the whole charge was $250.
Yes, ma'am.
According to the website, that $250 package that you ordered, which is what you ordered, correct?
Correct.
Included her taking the pictures. It included 10 retouched pictures from the whole package. It was a $50 deposit. The rest of the money was to be paid in cash at the date of the shoot, that you had to notify her in advance of any guests you were bringing because it's at her house. Space is small, no kids. Anything else that I left out?
No, ma'am.
Okay, so you made an appointment for when?
The appointment was scheduled for...
Well, originally we had 2 appointments, but because of editing, we needed to push the appointment up so she could have the photos available for her birthday on time. So,
You asked her to please move up the date.
well, she asked us.
What date did you call her?
So,
Not so, just give me a date.
June 23rd.
Is the date that you called her. When's your birthday?
July 7th.
And when was the first appointment that you made with her?
So the original appointment was for July 2nd.
And then there was a conversation about changing that to a sooner date. Tell me about that conversation.
In order for me to have my pictures on time, we had to
No.
schedule a new...
No. Unless you're a mind reader, you don't know that. You had your appointment for July 2nd. Then something had to happen. Either you or your mother had to call the plaintiff and say, you know what? I don't think that that's enough time for her to say to you, if you do it July 2nd, I can't have the pictures for you by your birthday. Somebody had to say that, start that conversation.
Yeah,
Who was it?
the plaintiff said that she wouldn't have my pictures in time.
So to move the appointment up.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Your Honor, she texted me and asked, my birthday is July 7th. She said, I looked at your turnaround time. Will they be done by the 7th? And I told her, no, they will not. The turnaround time is 7 to 10 business days. But what I can do for you, since you want to post a picture...
Just a second. So you called her?
Yeah. Yes.
Yes. And said, I know I'm coming in on the 2nd. Is that enough time for me to get my pictures done for my birthday?
Because on the website, there's a rush fee.
Yes, on the website that you didn't want to pay.
No, I did.
Yeah.
I agreed to pay the rush fee. She denied it.
Okay. Well, maybe she was busy.
Maybe
No,
the
but
July.
just a
fine,
second.
and that's why I rescheduled.
Your 21st birthday didn't exactly creep up on you. It's been coming for 21 years. The date hasn't changed. So you called the last week in June, and you wanted your pictures for the first week in July, finished. That's what you wanted. Okay, that means that somebody who may have other things to do, personal, professional, or whatever, has to sort of move to your cadence, to your delayed cadence. In any event, she rescheduled in order to get that for you. That's an that's a yes.
Yes.
And when did she reschedule that for you?
June 26th. Yeah.
So that was an accommodation.
Yes.
Now I want you to tell me what happened when you got there.
Okay, when I arrived, she was upset because I brought my one person that it says on the website that you can do.
No. It doesn't say that.
Well,
it says you can.
We have.
It says you can do that if you notify her. That's what the website.
She was notified.
Just a second. The website says you can bring one person with prior notification. Am I correct?
You're correct.
Okay, so I read it. Now, she was upset that you brought one person, but you were about to say she knew we were bringing the one person.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so I want you to tell me how she knew. She didn't look into a crystal ball.
No. We were all included in a group chat where we discussed where we were meeting at, times, dates. Everything was discussed between my co-defendant, my mom, and the plaintiff.
So you assumed she knew that you were bringing your mother.
I was aware that she knew.
No, you can't be aware. You can't be aware what she knew, because that makes you sort of soothsayer, creeping into her mind. You assume that since you were on a three-way chat discussing where to go and what time to go, you assumed that she knew that you were bringing your mother. You didn't know she knew you were bringing your mother unless you said to her, I am bringing my mother. Is that okay pursuant to your website, right? You didn't say that to her.
No.
You were all together. So you assumed that she knew that
Your
you were
Honor,
bringing...
that still doesn't give anyone a right to be upset and yell at you.
Just to say, don't...
Okay.
We're going for facts,
Yeah. Right.
madam. The facts are, as indicated, you're supposed to have permission. You assumed that that was all taken care of because you were all doing this thing together, and she knew it was your 21st birthday.
Right.
So, and then your mother was sort of coordinating this thing, happening to... I substantively don't understand why she would have been annoyed that you brought your mother if your mother was behaving herself. You come to the date of the shoot, and...
Nobody was really acting out. It was still weird energy, I guess. Like, my mom advised me, like, not to, like, go forth with the photo shoot, but I needed my promotion done and my birthday pictures, so I was trying to be, I guess, kiss
Cordial.
up. Cordial.
So the pictures were being taken.
Yes.
Fine. About what time did it start?
It started at, was it 5?
It was a 5 p.m. session,
5,
ma'am.
and it ended at around 5:55. And it was supposed to be an hour, but I think she had a customer coming in or something, so.
What? So it was 55 minutes. Started at 5, ended
Yes.
at 5:55. Okay, now, did you pay her?
Yes,
And you paid her how much?
$250.
Okay, in total.
Yes,
Great. And that's what she charges.
yes,
Okay, so you didn't pay her a rush fee.
no,
Right, even though she rushed.
she did not
No,
rush.
she
Oh,
didn't.
just a second. Well, she rushed to get you an appointment.
No,
No.
she
I
didn't.
What are you
an
kidding?
appointment.
No,
Your Honor.
she rushed to get you a sooner appointment
No.
because...
Your Honor, if I were to book for July the 2nd, I would have paid the rush fee in order for my pictures to arrive on July 7th. But being as though she agreed to push my date up to June 26th, there's
We
no
didn't-
rush fee
It was
involved.
no reason for the rush.
I'm absolutely following you, madam. I'm
Right.
not thick. I said to you, she accommodated you to make the
accommodated
shoot.
herself.
Listen, no.
She might have
You-
been busy,
you are-
but the services
you
that I
are-
was paying for,
Just a second.
I think
I
that's
can't assume
just-
that she's
I just
busy.
think you guys, Your Honor.
Do you think you want to talk to each other? Go outside and don't waste my time.
no.
What I'm telling you is, if she hadn't moved the date up to accommodate you, which is what you asked for, and she kept the date originally selected, which was July 2nd, and if you wanted the pictures by the 7th, you would have had to have paid an additional $200.
which I was fine with
Just
doing.
a second. That's not an aha. That's a yes.
Yes, which I was fine with
Okay.
doing.
So instead of making you pay the additional $200 rush fee, she agreed to see you at 5 o'clock on the 26th. That's what it appears like on paper. Do you get that now?
I still don't.
Are you answering the phone?
No, I'm
looking for the-
looking
for
at
the
the
rush
message.
Right, you can't listen. I'll tell you like I tell my husband all the time. I'm not talking to you until you're looking at my eyes.
I'm sorry, Your Honor.
Do you understand?
I do.
Now, I'm not saying it again. I want you to start to process that in your brain.
Can I speak, Your Honor? I think where the confusion is happening
Right.
is that the before date was available. So Rashida wasn't put out in any way. All we had to do was go back on the website and book an earlier date. I just didn't know she had a 7 to 10 day turnaround. So it was me that booked this.
And on the
shoot.
policy, there's a rush fee, so even if there is a 7 to 10 day turnaround, I can pay a rush fee, and I
But
would
we didn't
be
need
able
the
to
rush
get
fee
my
because
photos
she
by the 7th.
explained if we did it on the 2nd, they would not be done in time.
Your Honor,
I
it was
said,
4th of
okay.
July.
Shh.
So it was just a little.
Retouched images take 7 to 10 business days from the day you choose your photos. That's what it says.
Yes, Your Honor, that's correct.
Okay.
So once she reiterated that through text, I said, okay, well, we'll push the date up so that we can get it within the 7 to 10 days. We don't have to pay a rush fee. Everything was good. I have the text right here. Thanks
Just
for
a second.
booking.
So she accommodated you.
No, it was available.
wow.
on
You're
her
answering
date.
her question.
Impossible. I can actually understand her frustration.
Yes.
Your Honor, I don't think I'm explaining the matter right. So here's what happened. The plaintiff was busy on the day I decided to book. I already paid the deposit for that day. There's a rush fee. I knew there was a rush fee. I knew I would be able to pay that rush fee.
Just a second. You can't talk fast to me.
I'm sorry.
When
I'm
you
just trying to get
said-
it all out.
I just want to get this right. The plaintiff was already busy when you booked your date? Is that what you first said? Is that
No.
what you said? Could
She
you read back what?
expressed-
Shh.
She said the plaintiff was busy on the day I decided to book. I already
Yeah, that's what
paid
you
the
said. The
deposit.
plaintiff was
But
busy.
she didn't express to me until after
Just
I
a
booked.
second.
Let her talk.
You said the plaintiff was busy on the day that I booked. Did you book with her in person or did you book with her online?
Online.
Okay. And as soon as you did, she said, I'm busy on that date.
Yes.
And she gave you the date of July 2nd.
She gave me the date of June 26th.
What date was July 2nd?
That was the original date that I was planning to schedule for.
Okay.
So,
You could have had that date, but you wouldn't have had your pictures on time.
absolutely.
Yeah.
That's what I said.
But she didn't accommodate us.
Yeah.
I could have
any
had my
way.
photos on time by paying that rush fee, if that
But
makes
there
sense.
was
Honor,
a
she didn't
sooner
wanna
date
pay it.
available.
I
May
did
I-
want to pay
May
the
I
rush
see
fee.
what she's giving me? Yeah.
You're saying she
Yeah.
accommodated
My
us, but-
birthday is July 7th. I was wondering if the pics can be ready by that date without having to pay a rush fee.
Without.
That's without having to pay a rush fee. Your shoot is July 2nd and your birthday is the 7th. Did you read the website? They will not be done.
Right.
That's what you wrote.
Right.
That's
what she wrote. Yeah.
no, that's what your daughter wrote. Your daughter wrote, "Can I come in? I don't want to pay a rush fee."
I did
I'm
not
coming
say
in
I
on the
don't wanna
second.
pay a rush
Stop talking.
Okay.
It's not that I'm not understanding you, madam. I'm understanding you perfectly.
I just got confused. You said she
I don't care if you
accommodated
get
us.
confused. Your confusion is not my mission. Let me tell you something. She's in
Yes?
the business of providing a service. That service requires happy customers who will continue to promote her business so that she can continue to make a living.
Absolutely.
That's what she does. There has to be, in my judgment, which is common sense, some real reason why there was acrimony that existed right from the very beginning. And I'm going to tell you something. It didn't emanate with her because I can see from our discourse, it didn't emanate with her.
Well, I have
Now,
proof of otherwise.
That's not a not speak. That's not an answer. I'm not in a dalliance with you. Took your pictures, and after she took your pictures, tell me what happened.
After my photos were taken, I left.
You paid her
I paid her.
$250.
Yes.
She didn't have my payment, Your Honor.
She what?
She did not have my payment. It says final payment.
Shh, just a second. She says you didn't pay her the $250 the day you left.
That's not correct, Your Honor.
You paid her the $250.
I paid her the
Show me.
$250.
We paid her.
I'm speaking to one
I'll show you
person.
what she refunded, so that proves that I paid.
No, it doesn't prove that you
Okay,
paid.
well, then I'll show you what I paid.
Listen, your mother may listen to your blabber. I don't. It doesn't prove that you paid her on the date of the shoot, which is what it says in here. She says you didn't pay her on the date of the shoot.
She had to
You
leave
said,
and go
I
get
don't want to
cash."
hear you.
Your Honor, how would I prove that I
Hold
paid
on.
her with cash?
Okay.
Just
let
a
her-
second.
let her-
All I'm asking you is, did you pay her with cash?
Yes.
Did you pay her with cash on the day that you left the shoot?
Yes.
Show me.
It
How
was a
would I
cash
show you
payment.
that I paid her with cash?
Okay.
She paid me, Your Honor, but the mother, as I was shooting Jada, she was giving like sign language to her mother, and the mother said, "Oh, shoot," and she grabbed her keys and ran out of the house, and I said, "Where's your mother going?" "Oh, you want to be paid in cash, right? She's going to get your cash."
Just a second. Did she pay you in cash that day?
Yes, but I had to
So
push my
why
6
lie?
p.m. back. It says bring the money.
Just
All
a
she
second.
does is
Just
lie,
a second.
Your Honor.
Don't be petty. Then the answer is the mother paid you cash. She may not have brought it with her, but she paid you cash on the date of the shoot.
She did, ma'am, but
That's
she
all
took
I
so
wanna
long,
know.
I had to
So-
push my next client back.
I don't care.
Okay.
Okay, so now the photo shoot is finished and you are paid. What happened next?
I left. She sent me the raw images for me to pick 10 photos that I
Just
would
a
want
second.
edited.
The same day.
It was June 28th, so it was 2 days after the photo
So
shoot.
2 days afterwards, she got you the raw pictures.
Yes.
Great. And what happened then?
I expressed to her that I seen.
Not expressed. You sent her a text, you called
Yeah,
her.
I sent her a text that
That said what?
I seen on her site. You could get an additional picture, but you have to pay $15 to edit each additional picture. She would only retouch 10 pictures for the
Just a second.
set.
Read to me what you said to her in your text.
I said to her, if you can please do these pictures, I believe it's 13, but I will pay you extra. You'll make my birthday.
Okay, so you wanted her, according to your text, to do 3 additional pictures.
Yes.
And did she answer you?
She said 12 is the max you can order. I asked her, is that by policy or is that by choice? And she proceeded to refund me.
Yeah.
Honor, that's
Didn't
not
answer
true.
my...
Okay.
She's reading the end of the messages.
Because that would be harsh, right? So do you have the messages,
Yes,
all the
ma'am.
messages? May I take a look at
Yes,
them,
ma'am.
please? Because I would agree with you that that would be harsh
Yeah.
if that one message followed another. Can you redo 3? I could redo a maximum of 12, and then she refunded your money, and I don't want to have anything to do with you anymore. She's going to tell me her version of what happened on these events, too. Can I see? Well, there's a lot of back and forth. On Saturday, June 29th, she wrote to you, good morning. Today is the deadline if you want them on July 7th. You answer her 3 hours later and said, you said Sunday at least, right? Because I need a few extra photos. And she says to you, 12 is the max you can order. And you say to her, 12 extra or 12 in total. So instead of 10, 22, well, something's wrong with your noodle, right? Because you originally said you wanted 3 extra, and now you're asking this dumb question, which is 12 extra or 12 in total. Where did that come
This
from?
question came way before.
No, 12 extra.
Yeah, the 12
No, that's
additional
June
photos.
29th. She says 12 total, and then you say to her, I didn't read anything about 12 maximum, so how much do I get them all with the 10 edits that I already paid for?
So that's me, Your Honor, that said I didn't read anything about 12 max.
Your daughter said she wanted 13. She said 12 max.
Right.
I mean,
Which it
she
wasn't
said
on the policy.
You're speaking.
Right. Oh, okay.
Where is this 12 max at on your page? What I missed? I don't know who said that, you or your daughter. I'm telling you, I'm not retouching more than 12 images. How am I going to get you 15 plus images by July 7th? I have other clients. Oh, wow. So this is by choice, not policy. Daughter, get your 10 photos and be done. So you're in the process of talking back and forth to each other. I don't know what MMK means. What does MMK mean?
Okay.
Oh, a bunch of morons. And then somebody says, these are my birthday pictures, WYM. What does that mean?
What you mean?
What you mean, refund?
So she didn't send you all of it, Your Honor.
I don't want no refund. I want to pay for more pictures. And this is a picture of you in a fishnet stockings.
I think it'd be better, Your Honor, from the phone. If
Okay, let me see her phone for a moment, please. See, this was not going well. In any event, this was a back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. And finally, she said, I've had enough. Here's your $250 back. You got your $250 back. Is that correct? That's a yes or a no?
Yes.
Okay. And when you got your $250 back, what did you do with it?
I had to start off.
No. What did you do? Did you put it in the bank? Did you put it in your wallet? Did you put it in your pocketbook?
I told her I don't want a refund. I want
I
my
know,
pictures.
I saw that. But you ultimately took the money and
No, she refunded it to my mother. I'm the one paying for the photo
Just
shoot.
a second. So she refunded the money to your mother?
Yes.
And on what date did she refund the money to your mother?
It was that same day, so,
June 29th.
yes, ma'am.
And on the 29th, everything stopped.
No.
No.
But yeah.
Everything stopped with regard to the photographs. You didn't edit anymore?
no, I was done.
Yeah, you were done. You say she falsely claims I vandalized her home. I have no idea what she's talking about. Now I'm going to see the video.
All right, let's be honest. This case was never really about photography. It was about expectations, timing, and people not reading what they agreed to. I agree with the judge on this one. The photographer laid out her rules clearly: price, number of edited photos, turnaround time, and extra fees. Those weren't hidden. They were on the website. When you hire someone for a service, you don't get to rewrite their policies just because the event is important to you. Every event feels important to the person paying for it. That doesn't make it an emergency for the service provider. The birthday didn't come as a surprise. Turning 21 isn't sudden. The client waited until the last minute, wanted guaranteed photos by a specific date, and didn't want to pay the rush fee. The photographer still tried to accommodate by moving the shoot earlier, and that matters. Accommodation is not obligation. Doing you a favor doesn't mean you get unlimited extras. Where things really fell apart was after the shoot. The agreement was 10 edited photos, not 12, not 13, not just a few more because it's my birthday. Once you start pushing past the contract and arguing instead of accepting the answer, that's when professionalism breaks down on both sides. The refund was the clean break, and legally, that's the end of the contract. Once the money is returned, no services are owed. You can be disappointed, but disappointment doesn't equal defamation, vandalism, or damages. That's where this case went too far. I also don't agree with how emotional pressure was used here. Saying things like, "This will ruin my birthday," or "This affects my promotion," doesn't change a business agreement. Life events don't override contracts. And trying to escalate a disagreement into a lawsuit usually says more about frustration than wrongdoing. Judge Judy said something important without saying it directly. Clear policies protect everyone. The photographer protected her business. The client learned a hard lesson about planning ahead and respecting boundaries. This is a reminder for everyone. If you want flexibility, communicate early. If you want exceptions, expect to pay for them. And if you don't like someone's rules, don't book them. If you found this breakdown useful and you want more real courtroom reactions with honest, no-nonsense takes, support the channel. Like the video, subscribe and share. It helps the channel grow and keeps this content coming. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next case.